Hello and welcome to Handmade. I am on a mission to create a bunch of mini junk journals that I can teach people how to make and they can feel creative and have fun. This was number one when I just put on transparent stickers. I wasn't too impressed because they didn't pop enough, right? Some of the letters kind of get lost. The second type I tried was using Sharpie. That was pretty easy. I think anybody can do it. I just put some kind of very short quotes or positive, encouraging words, and then I age the edges. That was very easy. Anybody can pull it off. I liked it. However, some people may not be totally comfortable with their own handwriting, so stickers may be way to go. I am using few tools that are not necessary, but they help. Something to basically squish it down to kind of make sure the sticker is properly attached. You can do any kind of stickers. I do like optimistic and encouraging words. I am using a little X-Acto knife to stick the sticker on. And then as you can see, I'm using a dental tool to kind of squeeze it a little bit more, making sure that it's not going to fall off. The important part that I didn't mention on the beginning is that I created base pages using Mod Podge. So I had old file folders and I attached a whole bunch of different papers and napkins to create some type of collage. And I used Mod Podge, which is glue and varnish in one. So when you attach things to it, you really have to make sure you attach it properly. And that was my base. Then I cut it to size about 3 by 3 inches, and I have 6 of those little mini journals to be. So I am playing with different techniques, what may work the best. I always like to experiment, and especially if I'm going to teach people how to make these, I do want to make sure that it will be easy to do for any level of craftsmanship, and also something that's satisfying, right? That you're not frustrated over. So these stickers were definitely, they are probably the best idea, to be honest with you. I love them. I love the look. I love the flexibility and how easy it is. So I think you can also see that that looks very decent and easy to do. Of course, it comes with purchasing the stickers or making your own, but I always been proud of making my junk journals from scratch as much as I can. I do love calling it junk journal because, okay, I don't like the word, but I like the word, the meaning behind it, recycling basically. You're recycling any type of papers, even fabric. And when I'm making my own quotes, I do prefer to use my own words and use my own technique how I make those quotes or words pop on the pages, right? So handwriting is probably the best, or printing my own. However, stickers are so easy to get and they are very, very reasonably priced. Depends, of course. And I realized that rather than printing, it's actually better to use stickers. Plus, I often go to, or often, at least every 2 weeks, I go to a thrift store and I am always looking for stickers because they are fantastic. I also came across a bunch that you can buy new in store and they are kind of small and they fit perfectly. And the deal is basically it's much cheaper than printing your own, right? The other option would be cut out quotes from different books. There are tons and tons of different encouraging books about positivity and optimism and how to live and how to believe, what to believe yourself the most. Anyhow, so this is one sample. As you can see, I sped up the video, but it's pretty fast and productive. So the base of the page was the hardest or most time consuming part, right? And then I'm attaching the stickers, da 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 da. I think that's super easy to explain and see. And as I mentioned, I think you kind of like the idea that it is easy to do for anybody, even older kids, teenagers would be able to pull it off. What I do really, really love about the colorful stickers that I can choose somewhat matching color that goes with the background. Like right now I'm having fun, ooh, where shall I stick this, right? It's very, very, very satisfying, I have to admit. The other part is that I can cut the stickers in half and I can attach them in different ways. I can make the quote like 2 lanes, or I can put one on one side, one on the other side. It's super easy and it's fun. So I definitely, if I was voting, stickers are the way to go, and I will most likely implement these. Of course, it will depend on age of people and somewhat creativity level, right? So this worked out really well. I will show you the final result. So right here, I'm actually cutting one 2-word quote into 2, and I hope you can see that it looks kind of cool on that page. By the way, my idea of mini junk journal is really truly something smaller than 5 by 5, 4 by 4, 3 by 3 inches. That's a really good size. It seems that it fits in my hand. Plus, I am using those 3 rings that are connected with little spines, so they work like a binder, right? And I really, really love the look. I love the practical purpose of it, and anybody can basically kind of exchange the pages as they wish to. I also had another idea that would be sort of creating like to-do list and a planner. So I'm super excited about that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you find it encouraging, because I am always looking for creating items that are pretty and practical. I'm not saying necessarily that this is practical, but I think it's somewhat, it makes great gift. It is kind of cool to have, I think, person that would appreciate those encouraging words, perhaps person that's not feeling well, or person that needs a little boost of optimism and energy, and would appreciate gift from a friend. For that purpose, it's a great idea. When I make a hole, so you can just use one hole puncher to fit the rings. I actually have like the typical 3-hole puncher. I actually have 6, so I just use the 3 that are closer to each other. That saves lots of time, and it seems more easier to do. Even though I have strong hands, so using just 1-hole puncher is fine for me. And this is the final product. I think it looks really cute. I am very, very happy how it turned out. The aging of the edges is something that's optional, but I think you can see that it looks pretty good. I show you one more time with hopefully better lighting. And I am really, really in love. I actually made this one, and just before I went to bed, I went to look at it again and say, yeah, I did such a good job. And then I look at it again in the morning. Those things make me super happy. And as you can see, I'm also using different stickers, like little stars, little flowers. I love the fact that when you get stickers, they come, or you can match them with different ones. So this is definitely a super easy method, and I like it, and it's kind of playful and easy to do. And now I would like to show you one more method I came up with, and I'm really, really, really happy. I am using what's called paint marker. So it's basically paint that is inside a marker. It's super easy to use. It's very, not thick, but very dark. I love that. Especially the black one is fantastic. The lighter colors are a little bit more diluted, especially when they dry. However, for this project, I think you can see how nice it is that the lettering popped out, right? So it's almost, it's a step up from Sharpie. The Sharpie didn't work as well. It did worked well, but it kind of got a little lighter when it dried. This marker is fantastic. There are many different types, by the way. So I'm just using simple encouraging words, and then I'm playing with different handwriting. I just try to make sure it's readable, and I will do probably cursive as well. The other thing I do is I age the edges, right? So that achieves kind of the contrast. It also makes the edge a little bit aged, like somebody handled it a lot, and I think it gives it 3D look. Also, the cardboard is thicker here. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm very happy with this, and I think it's really my favorite method, but you have to be a little careful making sure it's dry and you don't smudge it. And here is, as you can see, I had it dried up, right? When I handle it, I'm careful so I don't smudge, and then I dry it, and eventually I put it in my uh, free ring binder thingy. I'm very happy with this one. This is definitely my favorite, and I will use it a lot. I have few different types of the paint markers, and for anybody who's not afraid, there are some people who may be intimidated by their own handwriting or their own creativity. So I think if I do workshops, I will offer two options. One of them will be definitely stickers, and the other one will be using paint markers. I just made sure it's nice and dry so I can put it in my mini junk journal. And then I also, just for extra interest and playfulness, I made little jewelry tassel. I really love it. I like how it came out. I am not picking my teeth right now. I just want to flip the pages so you see how it look like. I do think that this is kind of like the most cool, classy looking. I'm very, very happy with this one. So I hope you enjoyed my kind of journey through different techniques, how you can whatever, play around and create things. This doesn't have to be just junk journals. It could be for card making, bookmarking, whatever else. If you like my ideas, you can follow me on Instagram or on Facebook. Thank you for watching Animate.